Exchange, I have Jeremy Lang. He's the Regional Manager at Business Partners for more on the challenges that SMEs are faced with due to electricity shortages. Jeremy, thanks. You've seen a gap. SMEs are faced with a lot of issues, but now they are looking at electricity constraints. So what suggestion are you offering here?
Well, I think the first thing we need to establish is what is the impact of this crisis on electricity crisis on SMEs, and it's really twofold. The one is survival. Not many SMEs have huge cash flow reserves that they can tap into when they can't trade. And the second one is limited growth. So there are many good businesses in the form of SMEs that are wanting to grow, but that are uncertain about the supply, electricity supply. So they sort of delay their expansion plans. So on two fronts, one is survival and the other limited growth.
So you've now said you want to come up with a product that looks at financing for SMEs. How is this different to anything else that you might get financing from anywhere else? Or is this just a trend that we are currently seeing, where we're seeing financial institutions lending a hand to business?
Yeah, the reason why we are embarking on this initiative is larger businesses normally have the resources and financial muscle to put very good alternative power supply systems in place. SMEs don't necessarily have that luxury. So as part of our commitment to growing SMEs and supporting entrepreneurs in this industry, we have gone and offered the financing of generators as an alternative. So some businesses can alternatively work around the load shedding schedules, but some businesses can't. If you take, for example, bakeries, fresh and frozen supply of products, these cannot work around load schedules because they are based on markets that pass their store at a certain time. So it makes it a bit difficult. So the alternative, the quick alternative, is to get supply of generators into these businesses so that they can at least continue trading for a few hours whilst the electricity is down. We have therefore to our existing clients offered up to 250,000 Rand, which can allow you to purchase a pretty decent generator to keep your business going while the electricity is down.
So 250, what's decent generator? Are we talking about one? What?
Yeah, for 250,000 Rand, you can't keep massive operations going, but your local retail store, your service stations, the ones that are keeping fresh and frozen stock in place under cold storage, those are the sorts of businesses which predominantly are SMEs. That is more than sufficient. The second option is that which SMEs don't necessarily realize, is that you don't particularly need one generator to service your business. So you can be 2 or 3 in a business community and work with your neighbors to purchase one generator and share the cost. So there are various ways of looking at it. The important thing is that you need to understand what impact electricity has on your business. Some may need little to no electricity and can operate without it. Others really need it, and it's quite important for their business. So that's the first point, to understand what impact does no supply or the unpredictability of supply have on your business. Volumes
in terms of the number of people that are asking for financing from you. How much has that grown over the past couple of months?
We've sent out some releases to our clients. We've had an immediate response nationally. So it just shows that there is an absolute need for this, and therefore we've invited also our co-financiers in the market to embark on the same initiative, especially on their own client bases, to proceed with this initiative, because it is a great need at the moment.
Are they getting this financing at a good rate or at a slightly better rate? Because you are trying to assist SMEs, but at what rate are they getting it?
Yeah, it all depends on risk. That's how financiers will look at it. Of course, why we've embarked on our own client base first is because we know them and we know what risk we embark upon. So it may not be practical to finance a new client for a small generator because you have to embark on quite a detailed and expensive due diligence, but it may very well be part of a bigger package financing need in terms of business finance. So therefore our appeal was to financiers to look at their own client bases and see whether they can assist in that light. But in terms of, to answer your question, how much will it cost? Well, it's all dependent on risk, on the business risk, on the entrepreneurial risk, and so on. So
are you just doing generators at this point? Other forms of renewable energy?
Yeah, we finance in businesses themselves that offer renewable energy to the market, so that is an option. For the most part, generators are the quick solution because they're already on the market. I think the suppliers have already beefed up on their stock, taking everything into account. So that's the quick alternative. But we are open as long as it makes business sense, as long as it suits the needs of the business, as long as the risk is at an acceptable level.
What about the insurance aspect? I'm not sure if that is an offering that you would give to your clients, but you're coming here with a solution for electricity, but you always get these electricity surges when electricity comes back on stream and you have equipment that's been damaged. How do you fit in there, or is that not something that you...
Yeah, our core business remains the business finance and support for SMEs in the form of mentorship and so on. We do have very large networks that we can tap into to assist SME owners. We also have an entrepreneurial growth center that was established late last year, which assists entrepreneurs for pretty much any query they have around business, and we can certainly send them in the right direction. Whilst we don't supply those services ourselves, we can certainly get them in the right direction.
Jeremy, thanks so much for joining us, shedding some light on the situation. That was Jeremy Lang. He's a regional manager for business partners.